What is going on, guys? It's your boy Mr. Baby Handsome, and we got a quick little Greenlog guide for the Ocean Encounters tab. There's 11 total pearls here. The only way to get these pearls is by interacting with a giant clam that spawns randomly out at sea. The giant clam is a one of 8 random encounters, so we can assume that it's a 1 in 8 chance to see the clam compared to the other encounters. We don't know exactly what the rates are, so if that does change, I'll leave a comment below. But yeah, essentially what you want to do when you do see a clam, you have to feed it a random item with a corresponding alk value. So the air rune is going to give you the tiny pearl, the steel kite shield will give you the small pearl, the green d'hide vams will give you the shiny pearl, etc, etc. On the giant clam wiki page, there is going to be a list of items that you can check out, and it's also going to show you the exact GP value for each of these pearls. So for Iron Men, if you don't have a shield right half or a blessed spirit shield, check out the alk value with a corresponding value, and it should give you an item that you can potentially use. So yeah, that's essentially how you get each of these pearls off the log. Your first giant clam that you encounter, you'll give it an item, and then the second one that you see, it'll spit back the pearl. So you do actually have to wait for one clam in order to get the next collection log. But yeah, there's 2 ways in order to basically grind this out efficiently. The first one is waiting until late game with an ironwood or a rosewood ship and do all of your sea charting. And while you're doing your sea charting, you should get a random event every 5 to 10 minutes is what I personally experience. So that will put this at roughly a 12-hour grind for Greenlog, as you will be getting roughly 1 shell per hour, or 1 giant clam per hour. And then if you don't Greenlog this while fully charting the sea, which should take you about 6 to 8 hours to fully chart it, then the next way to efficiently grind this out is by working towards the Sea Treasures tab. You do have to do some shipwreck salvaging in order to get these collection log slots. So what we'll be doing for that method is essentially sit at a random shipwreck salvage spot. Let's say this one down here. Make sure your cargo hold is full of the salvages, and then get your crewmates to drive you up and down this shoreline while you're sorting through those salvages. And then during that time, you might have a chance to encounter a giant clam. So yeah, those are essentially the 2 most efficient methods for grinding out the clams and forcing those encounters, is by first doing your sea charting late game, and then second, when you're grinding out your shipwreck salvaging, go up and down a shoreline while you're sorting in order to potentially spawn a clam along the way. Also, a quick tip, if you have the Kraken Ink Stout unlocked, which I'll throw up the requirements for on the screen, you can throw this into a keg on your ship, and that'll further increase the spawn rate of ocean encounters by 4%, which I don't really know how significant that's going to be, but yeah, if you do have room for a keg, then definitely do that. Also, one thing to note is that you can't spawn giant clams while doing barracuda trials or being stationary while shipwreck salvaging, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, let's skip forward to a clip of us finding a clam, and we'll show you exactly what it's going to look like. Here we go, guys. We got our first giant clam spawn. Essentially what you want to do is head up to it, and then you want to use any one of your items. So we can use the air rune on it. There we go. We do have a tiger shark that's trying to aggro us, but yeah, it's going to close after that. And then next time you see a giant clam, you can click on it. You're going to get the next pearl, and then simply put in the next item. And that's essentially how you get every single one of these pearls and go for the green log. Like I said, it is very RNG based, so good luck on basically force spawning these events. This is my 2nd pearl that I've ever seen in the game, and I'm currently level 89, so it just really depends on your RNG if you do spawn the pearls opposed to all the other ocean encounters. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys learned on how to spawn these pearls, and yeah, I love you guys. Peace!